Hello, Matrix. Welcome to Educate. Let us do this question 2.3 on blood groups. It says that the table below shows the percentage of blood donors for each blood groups in South Africa for 2018. I'm sure most of you like to go and donate blood, and they like giving you bread and peanut butter, those health nurses or what. Yeah, something like that. So here, remember that we have got 4 different types of blood groups, and then you can either fall in one of these 4. It can be blood group O, A, B, as well as AB. And then now let us look at this. This is just a table. The percentage of donors with blood group O is 48, another one is 38, another one is 10, another one is 4, and whatnot. So now it says 2.3.1, according to the data, which is the most common blood group among the donors? So when they say the most common, they just want the one that has got a higher percentage of donors, the one that most people have, of course, the people that have donated the blood. In this case, it is the one that has got 48%, which is blood group O. So we can just say 2.3.1 is blood group O. And then 2.3.2, name the type of dominance that is shown in the inheritance of blood group A. Remember that when we are inheriting blood group A, we have got 2 possibilities or 2 options. We have got IA, or we can have IA small letter I. So these are the 2 possible genotypes for someone whose blood group is blood group A. So now they want to know what type of dominance is being displayed here. Whenever they say the type of dominance or the type of inheritance, it implies absolutely the same thing. So in this case, this one we disregard it because we've got the same type of alleles. Of course, these are dominant, but if you can look at this one carefully, we have got a one dominant allele and another one is recessive. In this case, the dominant one is this one, I with an exponent of A, of course, and then you have got a small letter I. So this one is more of a complete dominance kind of situation because this one is a recessive. This one is a recessive allele that is coding for blood group O, and then this one is a dominant allele that is coding for blood group A. So this actually shows complete dominance because this person, we would say that this person has got blood group A, but you can see that the alleles, one of the alleles there is for blood group O, which is capital letter, small letter I. It represents blood group O, but because it's a recessive, it won't be shown in the phenotype. It is marked by this blood group A allele. So this is complete dominance. So it just means that the dominant allele, it is the one that is showing itself in the phenotype in the heterozygous condition. And then 2.3.3, let's explain this one. Explain how it is possible for a man with a blood group A and a woman with a blood group AB to have a child with a blood group B. So now you can explain this using a genetic cross, luckily, because they can sometimes mark. It's just a sometimes case. So they can mark for you if you explain this using a genetic cross or if you show that it is possible. But you can also explain it in words, so it depends. But let me just show you in a genetic cross, how can a man that has got a blood group A and a woman that has got a blood group AB, we know that the AB has got only one possible genotype. So the female there would have something like this. Definitely the female doesn't have any other option. The female has got something like this. This is a co-dominance kind of case. We have got blood group A, blood group B. And then the male has got blood group A. So he has got 2 possible options. It's either he has got the genotype. You can see that blood group A has got 2 genotypes. So we've already written them out here. It's either one of them is this one or the other one is this one. So which one are you going to pick here? You look at the child. You can see that the child here has got blood group B. And for you to have blood group B, you must have a case like this. For you to have a blood group B, this must be the genotype, or this one must be the genotype. So there are 2 options. So now if this child has to have a blood group B, it's either she can have the first genotype or the second genotype. Okay, we are sure that each allele, it is inherited from each parent, one allele from one parent. So in this case, you can see that the mother has got this genotype here, which is IA-IB, because remember we've said that the woman has got blood group AB. So the mother can give IA or IB. You can see that here from these two options for the baby, the one that has got the baby is blood group B, so he must take this allele from the mother, definitely must take this allele from the mother. So for the father to produce another allele, because the father has got blood group A, for the father to produce another B, because here basically if you've got IB, for you to be a blood group B, you must either have a small letter I. So this one has been provided by the mother already, because the mother has got this I with a B. Okay, that will be able to make group B for the child. But the father has either to produce this small letter I, or he has to produce this I with a B as well. But the father is blood group A, so the father can never, these are the possibilities for the father. So the father can never be able to produce the I with a B on top. So the father can only produce the small letter I, because you can see that in the possibilities here for the father, this possibility for blood group A, since the father is blood group A, this possibility has got a small letter I. So if this child takes a small letter I from the father and takes an IB from the mother, then of course he will be able to be what? To be a blood group B as requested by the question. So the father has to be something like I with an A and then small letter I, and then you show that this will be able to give us a child with blood group B. How do you show that? Of course, you do the cross. You just cross here and you give us the possible genotypes. So you just cross here and give us the possible genotypes. So the possible genotypes here will be IA, the other one will be IA-IB, the other one will be IA with a small letter I. The last one will be IB with an I. Make sure that you are well informed on how to do a monohybrid cross. Is very important. You can see that the first genotype is blood group A, the second genotype is blood group AB, the third genotype is blood group A, and the fourth genotype is blood group B. So it means that the child that has got blood group B came from this genotype. You can just get 5 marks from explaining using what? Using a genetic cross. Or you can explain in words. You can say that for the child to have blood group B, he has inherited the allele IB from the mother. So he has to inherit the allele I from the father. Therefore, for that to happen, the father must have this genotype and the mother must have this genotype. So they say explain how it is possible. Otherwise, you can just do it using a genetic cross. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends to stay tuned.